Hello and welcome to F-Zero Maximum Velocity on the Game Boy Advance. This is a Let's Play I've been putting off for a while. It's really... You have to... Blip, 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 blip. I should start by actually explaining why. The fourth and final cup in the game requires you to beat the 3 cups unlocked by default on expert difficulty, which was very difficult for me to do. And very frustrating because the AI has that F-Zero SNES thing where they rubber band closer to you. Except it's even worse in Maximum Velocity, in my opinion. So, yeah, that was not very fun to unlock, so I've been putting this off for, I think, about a month. You know, like everything I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway. And Let's Plays not included in that everything I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway, I figure I might as well spend an afternoon with Maximum Velocity here. Play through all the cups on standard to, well, of course, play through all the cups on standard so that it's not too difficult for me and show all of the content I can. A little note about F-Zero Climax: I've since learned that there is a single pack link exclusive course, and in this game there's also a single pack link exclusive course. Maybe some others I don't know about, but I have no way to currently access those, unlike with F-Zero GP Legend. So I cannot show those at really any point. Unfortunate, but it's how it is. I can't show those off at the moment. Come on. Well, we still got first out of third. Yes, we have the ranking system from the SNES game, but there is no way to actually earn extra lives anymore. Because points are out, so... Also, you may note this game isn't like X, or GP Legend, or GX, or Climax, or really any other game in the series other than the Super Nintendo one. That's because this was the third game in the F-Zero lineage. They hadn't really decided what made F-Zero F-Zero yet. So, it makes sense that they would, you know, not necessarily have everything down quite yet. He wouldn't have laid out the complete format. And I think this game was made more so... Like, this game is a very good GBA launch title. If you've never played it, it has a lot more of a learning curve than the other F-Zero games, which includes GX, so that says something. Mainly because if you just try and naturally turn, like, let's see what happens if I try and naturally turn. You're gonna slam into things and slide everywhere. Rapidly tapping the accelerator as a blast turning is the most useful in this game. You pretty much want to use it for just about every corner. I mean, it is accurate to the physics of hover cars, but it definitely does take a very huge learning curve before you can quite fully grasp how to maneuver in this game. And of course I haven't addressed the elephant in the room. Where's Blue Falcon? Where's the Fire Stingray? Where are all these familiar vehicles? Well, this game is at 100 years after the current F-Zero games, you know, like SNES, X, GP Legend, Climax, although those last two are supposedly in an alternate continuity, though we'll get to that some other time. I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But point is, this game takes place 100 years after F-Zero, so those pilots and machines are no longer being piloted around, and, you know, other venues were chosen. I take it some didn't exist anymore. I take it that some of the venues don't exist anymore, or some of the venues have changed in 100 years. And here it is. Here's the bop. The absolute bop that is Empyrean Colony. Like, that is a jam playing in the background right now. You know, there's a split path, but there's nothing really different on either side of the split path. Well, yeah, we're on the final lap already. Of course, I don't have quite as much to say because, you know, I've talked about most of the mechanics of F-Zero already and how most of this stuff works. This is the first game to have a boost fire, although I'm not sure if it was called that at this point in time. Is the first to truly contain what would go on to be known as a boost fire. Although F-Zero on the SNES did have something similar, it was nowhere near as powerful. So most people don't even know it's really there. Like, just look at that, we just rocked it off. And, you might be thinking, well, this is the end of the F-Zero saga. Well, I was thinking that for a while too, but I remembered I haven't done the GP Legend story mode or any of that, and there's still a whole bunch of ROM hacks out there to be played, if it comes to that. if it comes down to that, we can always play the ROM hacks that currently... some of the ROM hacks that exist. We already did one with F-Zero X Climax. But of course there are a lot more than just that one. Alright. As you may have noticed, we are on another Stark farm. Another one. So, yeah, gotta say, Stark Farm isn't the most interesting venue out there. As is pretty much expected. As usual, I'll be giving the super video treatment to this LP because it's a Game Boy Advance game. Where it is very high frame rate and resolution and all that. Of course, it's still in a square box, but oh well. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, but I do. I've always been a 4x3 guy instead of 16x9. Nothing wrong with 16x9, but hey, a lot of these older games were in 4x3 or pretty close to it anyway. And this is Cloud Carpet, one of my personal favorite venues in this game. It's got the rockin' music, but it's also just pretty big, pretty open. Like, it's got the right amount of complexity, but also the right amount of areas where you can go really fast, so... This venue's very nice. I'm pretty sure you can take a shortcut with that little booster thing, but I'm not gonna do it because I've never done it before and I don't trust myself. Ooh, we got that explosive. Anyway, you want to make sure you hit those little dash pads. If you don't, then you're probably not going to make the jump. I would have advised the Death Wins kind of strategy where you save your little tiny booster to help you make the jump if you get knocked out of the way, but those things are so big it rarely ever happens. Of course, you can keep a little backup if you want, but hell, I'm not even sure if it's enough for some of the machines to make the jump with just their little booster. Because it's not as fast as boost plate, obviously. And, well, that'll be it. And we get probably the lamest little thing so far, lamest little display. You may note that there are no record times flashing on that one, or this one. That's because I haven't been getting any records. Normally they would, you know, flash if you get a record time. But, of course, I haven't. Ooh! You see, the total time there is flashing, so that is the most consistent I've done Empyrean Colony. Ooh, yeah, we got more record times. And, well, that's it for the pawn circuit, so I will see you guys in the next video for the night circuit, I think it is.